Hello? 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 Welcome back to the Prison Yard TV. As you can see by the thumbnail, we're talking about something that people have to go through in prison if you want to sustainable. However, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button, you must hit that now. Share, like, notification. Share, like, notification. So today, I'm a little bit late, and my notes are in my car, but I'm going to go off the top of the head right now. So everyone knows my story. I got 28 years behind the wall. Back in 1993, let me give you guys a little backlash of my experience. So I first went to prison in 1989, I believe March of 1989. And anyone that knows me from the streets or in jail, I'm used to living a different kind of way. What I mean by that is I have standards and I like the best things in life. It's always been like that since I was a young kid. So when I got to prison in '89 from CYA, I got out in 1990, and I went back in 91 immediately. I only stayed home 8 months. I wasn't there long enough the first time to really get in the groove of things, but the second time they sent me straight to DVI. When I get to DVI, a lot of people from Sacramento was there. And after a couple months, I'm peeping what's going on, seeing where the bag's at, people trying to make money. So, of course, I get in the mix. We won't go into details about it, but we're here to talk about Potty Watch. And Potty Watch, a lot of people don't know what that is. So I'm going to explain it in detail, and it's kind of on the critique side. It's kind of gross. So if you're in the visiting room, we call it the dance floor, and you're trying to bring contraband in to an institution and they suspect it and they run up on you and they catch you too late, what they do, or if you're on the yard and they suspect you of selling anything illegal, what they do is they watch you. And then they come and gaffle you up. And what I mean by that, it ain't handcuffs, none of that at first. What they do is they take you to the program office and they put a jumpsuit on you, a white canvas jumpsuit. And they put the first one on backwards. So the back zipper and ties are in the back. Then they put one on frontwards. So you have two jumpsuits on. They tape your sleeves and they tape the bottom of your pants. Then they put a belly chain on you and handcuff you. And then they take you to a cell inside the hole. And you're in there until you take 3 shits. You have to shit 3 times in this portable potty in a bag so the cops can go through your shit to make sure you don't have no illegal contraband. That's what Potty Watch is. And some people stay on there for 18 days, 16 days. They try to hold it. They try to beat it. So in DVI, I was in the visiting room with 2 individuals, and I was being watched. I was new. So when I got out, my visit was over and I was leaving, the Goon squad, and that's gang and drug task force. They're officers that investigate gang activity and narcotic transportation into prisons. So these Goon squads came up to me after the visit, and they're like, they identified me, they took me to the program office, and then they proceeded to take me to Potty Watch. Now, this is 92. So back then they took me to the hospital instead of the hole, and they put me in a room, and the goon squad watched me until I gave them 3 shits. And at this time, I didn't have anything. That was my first experience on Potty Watch, and I was in there 3 or 4 days. I gave them 3 shits. Maybe I probably didn't even give them that, but my conversation, I think I gave them 2, but they suspected that I was doing something, but they wasn't sure. They let me off in a few days. That was my first experience. My second experience, Solano State Prison. Now, Solano is a different kind of beast. And by the way, if you guys haven't already bought the book Only at Solano by Ray Lewis, you guys need to get this book Only at Solano. I can't express how true and authentic the book is, Only at Solano by Ray Lewis. I think it's Ray or Roy Lewis. They have it at Walmart. So I'm at Solano, 2001, and I immediately get in the mix there. But at the time, I was married and I had a son, very young son. So I'm not going to jeopardize my family by trying to smuggle in anything illegally. But just because you don't mean you're not having someone else do it for you. So I was under suspicion. I was being watched and I knew it. It was probably my 6th, 7th visit, and it was Valentine's Day. My wife at the time brought my son to see me, and when you come to visit, you have to have a clear plastic bag so the COs could see through the bag what you're holding. And she brought a bunch of change so we could eat. And then she brought another plastic bag with these little candy hearts for Valentine's Day. I didn't think nothing of it. We're out there for 4 hours, and the whole time we're out there, I'm eating these candy hearts. At the end of our visit, however, 3 goon squads. I'm kissing my wife. My son's by my side. I'm kissing my wife. They come up. They separate me and my wife. They let her go. They tell her to leave, and they gaffle me up, and they take me to Potty Watch. I'm in Potty Watch, and like I said, a lot of the COs in Solano, they're let's just say they're very liberal. I told them to x-ray me. I was eating candy. I didn't have nothing. They didn't believe me. They put me on Potty Watch. I knew I was clean. So they knew I was dirty. That's what they thought. So while I'm on Potty Watch, there's 5 other people lined up. We're in the hole. We're in 10 building at Solano B Yard. This is 2001, I believe. 2001. So they take me to the cell. They got me gaffled up with 2 jumpsuits, taped up at the bottom, taped up at the top, and it's February. So February 14th, Valentine's Day. So they take me in this cell, and they got a bunk there. And every time you got to use the bathroom, you got to tell the CO, I got to use the bathroom. He brings a toilet in the cell. It's a porta potty, and it got a plastic bag hanging under it, and you shit in this bag in front of 3 COs, 2 at your door and 1 behind them in case you try to grab it and re-swallow it. People do that. I know it sounds gross, but it's done numerous of times. I wouldn't do it personally. So while I'm in Potty Watch, I'm going on the 4th day, and the northern Mexican next to me, he happened to be from Sacramento. He was from Valley High, and I knew of him. And they had an alarm go off, and all the COs rushed next door to this guy that was taking a shit. I don't know what he was doing, but they obviously thought he was doing something he wasn't supposed to. And they rushed in the cell, and then they took him to the shower. They found out he didn't have nothing. They put him back in the cell. So mind you, you have your cell door open at all times. When your cell door is open, there's a cop sitting in front of your cell door open, and he has a desk he's sitting on with his walkie-talkie, his little snacks, and zooms zooms and wham whams, and he watches you 24 hours a day. When his shift's over, another cop comes and they watch you, and they want you to take 3 8-ounce shits. And yes, they do weigh them. So if you don't take 3 8-ounce shits, you're not getting off potty watch. I don't care if you're there 25 days, you're going to be on there. So when the alarm went off later on that night next door, I hear bing, bing, bing on the wall. He's like, come to the vent. Now, mind you, his door is wide open. My door is wide open. There's a cop in front of his door. There's a cop in front of my door. And he whispers in the vent. He's like, hey, homie, where you from? I'm like, I'm from SAC. He's like, look, if you got something, I'll tell you how to beat them. And I just sat there and listened. I know the police could hear everything this motherfucker's saying, and I know he's doing this for a reason. That told me he wasn't dirty. He didn't have anything. I didn't have anything. But Solano was known to take you to potty watch just to fuck with you. So he was like, hey, homie, check this out. If you have, and he's whispering, and I have to keep telling him, I can't hear you. He's like, if you have something, shit in your jumpsuit. Shit in your jumpsuit. He's like, and you squish it down at the bottom of the leg, and when they come, they're gonna say it's too gross. They're gonna tell you to put your jumpsuit in a hazmat bag, a red bag, and then they're gonna go through all the other shit in your underwear, and they're gonna make sure you don't have no contraband. People swallow balloons. That's what they're looking for, different color balloons. So I took heed to that. I'm clean though. I got Valentine's hearts in my system. So I stayed there 7.5 days. They got their 3 shits. They let me out. That was 2001. At the time, I had a 5-year, 8-month sentence with halftime. It was a sales case. A cop was sold a pound of crystal. I wasn't there. However, the person that sold it to him said I told him to sell it to him. So I had a conspiracy to sell a pound of crank at Burger King in Sacramento. I took the deal for 5 years. I got the person that told him that, an ankle bracelet, and the girl that set us up, she got 3 years because she didn't know it was a cop. I'm not talking about that case right now. I'm talking about potty watch. So that was my second time on potty watch. Push forward, November 2002, almost Christmas time, right before Thanksgiving. My wife comes up on Saturdays, and Sunday when she comes up, sometimes I have her bring my cellie's wife. Sunday, it was all planned out for me to do my thing on the dance floor. My cellie was going to take care of his business. And mind you, I still got about 1.5 years left to do. My cellie's going home in a month, but he agreed to do this. We're out in the visiting room. We're sitting across from each other, and he don't want to take the bundle. So my wife has no idea what's going on. He's sitting at our table. He's eating popcorn. He's like, dog, it's hot out here. I don't let nothing come in the visiting room and go back to the streets. So I go take a picture with him. He hands me the bundle. And I want to say that it was maybe a zip or two of weed. It was long. And what I did was I sat in this chair. I have my jacket on, and I hooped it from the front. Anybody knows what hooping means is you're putting it in your asshole. You're hiding it so you can go back and it'll be on you. It was about 4 inches long, and it was about maybe a little bit bigger than a quarter roll. So I get it up. No, it wasn't weed. It was crystal. I remember now. It was crystal methamphetamines. It was a zip, a crystal. So I do it, knowing they're watching me and not my cellie. So what happens is after the visit's over, they don't come and rush me in the visiting room this time. They don't want to make a mistake because they already had me on potty watch the year before. So when I'm walking back to my building, I was in 8 building, 9. I was in 8 building, the air conditioned building. I'm walking back to the building and I hear my name over the intercom. Jefferson, report to program office. Soon as I heard it, I started running to the toilet on the yard and my cellie's behind me. When I'm running across the yard, I got a CO Herndon, a white female, and I got another CO, big, tall, black. He's a lieutenant now or captain now. I can't think of his name, but I seen him last time I was there. And they chased me to the urinal on the yard. And the broad, when I got to the urinal, I'm trying to get it out. She jumps on my back. They press the button. They come and gaffle me up, and they take me back to potty watch. I'm dirty this time. While I'm in potty watch, the second day, I know that I'm caught up. I'm like, how am I going to get this out? I don't want them to see it. But I remember what the Northerner told me months prior. So I played him when I went to potty watch. I told him, I said, I had one kidney. I had renal cell cancer, and they removed my kidney. I told him, when I have to go to the bathroom, you guys got to hurry up and bring the toilet because I can't hold it. So I put that in their head, and they marked it down on the chart. When he asked to go to the bathroom, bring it. And I knew when you told a CO that's at your door, you got to use the bathroom, it takes them 10, 15 minutes sometimes to get another CO to come down and watch while they prepare the toilet. So I had told them this when I first went to potty watch, and I was going to pull my move. So I knew, I think on Thursdays, they had biscuits and gravy. And they bring you as many milks as you want because they want you to shit. They don't want to be there overtime watching you on potty watch. So Thursday came, and I probably was in there 4 days, maybe 5. But I haven't taken a shit because I hooped this. And when you hoop something, that's the first thing that's going to come out. I didn't swallow it. It don't have to pass through my system. Well, I know that people has had contraband break inside of you. If you have heroin, black, Chiva, what we call it, and it breaks open inside of you, you're dying. You got probably 30 minutes at the most, and you're going to die. It'll kill you. Heroin will kill you if it breaks in you. I didn't have that. So days went by. It was my day. It was biscuits and gravy day. I knew I had to take a shit. He's a black CO. He's a big black CO, light skinned, and he's from Sacramento. And I don't know if he was playing me the day before when he watched me, but he watched me the day before in the daytime. Now he's there the next day at nighttime. And the day before, he was like, hey, Jefferson, if you have something, you might want to get it out on my watch because I'll just get rid of it for you. He was from Sac. A lot of COs are liberal up there at Solano. Like I said, that book will tell you everything about Solano. But this is in the early 2000s too. It's called Only at Solano by Ray Lewis. It's a great book. It's authentic. So this is second day. His name is Parker, CO Parker. He ain't there no more. He's been gone. That's why I said his name. So after I eat my biscuits and gravy, I tell him I got to take a shit. This is my first shit in there. He like, okay, he gets on the radio and he's calling for them to bring down the toilet. I let 5 minutes go by and I shit everywhere, all down my pant legs, all down my leg. And I got 2 jumpsuits on. I'm gaffled up with the waistbands. It's taped at the bottom. My sleeves are taped. I can't get to it if I wanted to. So what happens is they had a female lieutenant on. No, a female sergeant, Mohammed, with dreads. And this is in 2002. Chocolate lady. And I knew she was real clean. Her nails were done. Soon as she got to the cell, I told Parker I shit all over myself. When she got to the cell, she was like, oh my God, what did you do, Jefferson? Go get a hazmat bag. Just like the Northerners told me, get a hazmat bag. So she sat there and watched me undress. They took the cuffs off my waistband. The first jumpsuit came off. When the second one came off and she smelled the smell, she was like, oh my God, start the shower on the lower tier. So what I did was before I took the second jumpsuit off, I started squishing my leg and squishing the shit into the jumpsuit at the bottom. The tape was already off. So I'm squishing the shit and I'm squishing the bundle. I fill the bundle into the shit. So what happens is They actually brought me a red hazmat bag. I threw the jumpsuit in the hazmat bag, but they wanted my boxers. They wanted the shower shoes that I was wearing in there because they had shit on them, and there was shit on the floor. But I made sure the clavo was in the bottom of the damn jumpsuit, and I put it in the hazmat bag. Ultimately, I beat them. They threw it away. I never heard nothing from it, but that was my first shit. I had to wait there for 7 more days until I shit 3 times. I knew I was in the clear. Third time on Potty Watch. I've been on there 5 times. The 4th time, okay, so let me back up. When you're on Potty Watch, it's humiliating because you're shitting in front of people, females and males, and they're standing like 3 feet away from you. So if you make a move, so it's really hard to take a shit in front of 3 people you don't know. So I put a complaint in, a grievance, that they keep bugging me. They're on my helmet. And they think I'm bringing something in the institution, but they put me on Potty Watch twice. And they don't give you visits when you're on there. You stay in the cell till you give them 3 shits. So I got them up off me. However, they transferred me my last 8 months. And this, you got to remember, is 2003, 2002, 2003. And it was the year that the Kings played the LA Lakers in the playoffs. I remember that. So whatever year that was. My last 8 months, they sent me to Jamestown. My wife used to come to every prison I was at. So I knew she'd be up there. I called her, told her I was there. My first visit with my wife and my son, I'm walking out of the visit room and they gaffle me up again. I didn't have nothing. Take me on Potty Watch 8.5 days, shit clean. Now I think I got a lawsuit because they're forwarding this information to every prison I go to, that I'm bringing contraband in there. I got too much stuff in my cell. So I get out from this case. I got out in 2003. The end of 2003, I get out from this. I have 5 years, 8 months. I pulled 3 years and 2 months off of it. I get out. Doing good on the street. Out 7 months, catch a violation. When I catch the violation, they send me back to DVI. They send me back to the main line because I got a short term. I go to the main line and I think I'm slick. I want to make some money before I go home. I go out there and hit. When I go out there and hit, they had a goon squad. He died of old age now. His name was Pierce, and he wanted me so bad. Anyone knows C.O. Pierce, the tall, white, bow-legged guy that worked at DVI on the goon squad for so many years? I'm talking about him. Pierce gaffles me up. I hit all the 20 balloons of weed. I'm not out there visiting my wife. I'm out there visiting someone else. She brings me all these balloons of weed. I hit. He takes me to Potty Watch. Now, mind you, before I told you Potty Watch at Tracy, they didn't take you to the hole. They took you to the infirmary. I go up there. I play the same game with them. Beat them on Potty Watch with the damn jumpsuit. Now I'm mad because I threw my shit away. They didn't catch me, and I'm only there on a violation, but I'm putting more grievances in because I'm like, every time I'm in an institution, every time I get a visit, they're taking me to Potty Watch, they're humiliating me. So the grievance goes through, and I get denied. I send it to Sacramento. I get out. 4th time on Potty Watch. I get out. I'm out a number of years. 2 years to be exact, from 2000, the beginning of 2004 to 2005. I ultimately moved to Washington. I go to Washington State, catch case down there. That's another story. Get out in 2.5 years from up there, and immediately come back to California, skip parole, probation, whatever I was on up there. It's called community custody. Came back to California, was out a year and some change. This is 2005, 2005. I go up there May of 2005 to Olympia, Washington. I'm on the run from California parole violation. Go out there, catch a case, go to prison out there. I wasn't in prison a year. appealed it. They got something called a PRP, personal restraint petition. I was out of prison within 9 months. I was at their county jail 2 years, got sentenced all this time and did a PRP, got out by this jailhouse lawyer. Come back home, was home a year and 2 months, and caught my big case here, my real estate fraud case. When I catch the case, they send me to DVI for 5 or 6 months reception center side. You guys got that story when I was a worker, the riot with the Northerners. Crips and Northerners had a riot. They sent me to Corcoran. Never been to Corcoran before. Level 4. I think I was on B yard, old Corcoran B yard in 2010. I caught my case in 2008. And I stayed in the county jail 2 years. 2010, I get the B yard in Corcoran, and I don't get a visit for 3 months when I'm on the main line. When I get a visit, it's so far, I gotta hit. I gotta get something. I gotta make some money. That's just my program in prison. I go out there Saturday, don't do my thing. I want to peep it out. Sunday, I go out there and hit. Little did I know my C file is on the counselor's desk, and she forwarded to the Goon squad that I'm a possibility of a drug trafficker in prison to watch me. They watched the film, though. They didn't come get me Sunday when I hit. They watched the film, and Monday morning, they came and hit my cell. Luckily, I didn't shit it out yet. When they came Monday morning, they gaffled me up, take me to the program office. They put the tape on me. They take me back to Potty Watch. I get back on Potty Watch. I didn't hoop nothing in the visitor room. I swallowed balloons again. It was nothing but weed and tobacco. They didn't have no tobacco there. 37 balloons I swallowed. I'm in there talking shit to the cops watching me. Corcoran, they send you. Okay, so Corcoran has a big shoe facility there. 4 left, 4 lower, 4 left. C, A, B, and C section. I think I was in C section. C section for the first days. Then for the first couple of days on Potty Watch, then they moved me cells to up front where there's a hall. Like you walk in this rotunda and they have a bathroom right there, and they give me a mattress on the ground, and they was watching me constantly. I lasted 5 days before I took the first shit. Nothing came out. I barely shit. I'm talking shit. I was here. I've been on Potty Watch. This is my 5th time. You guys are bullshitting. I don't do that type of stuff. I'm just talking shit to these goon squads. They called the sergeant and was like, I don't think Jefferson has anything. The 6th day, I shit again, but I was not shitting like I should. They take me off of Potty Watch on 2 shits and send me back to my cell. All 36 balloons I had, except 1 broke, and it was weed. I had rolling papers, weed, and tobacco. So I want to tell you how humiliating this is. Picture yourself in a cell with the waist chain on for 8-10 days at a time, hot as fuck, sweating, with waist chains on, and you have to sleep with them. And there's somebody watching you 3 feet away at a desk. And every time, they don't let you shower unless you really shit all over yourself on an accident. If you piss on yourself, the toilet don't come. Then they put you in the shower and they stand right there while you're showering. So I've done this 5 times and they never caught nothing from me. It's the most humiliating thing that could be done to a man in prison when you got 3 people telling you to shit. And if you know you have something, you're sitting on this shitter and you got a dude in your cell on this side, a dude on this side, and someone in back so they can tackle you if you make any moves. And then after you shit, they give you 2 pieces of square toilet paper and tell you to wipe, keep your left hand up, wipe, show them the toilet paper, the shit on it, and put it in a bucket. They give you 2 more sheets, you wipe, you show them the shit, you put it in the bucket, and that's it. You get 2 wipes. And then you're back bundled up. So it's very humiliating. So what's up, Mike? I see you, boy. G Hustle, I see you. But this is my segment on Potty Watch. So you guys know exactly what it is. It was a very short segment. I'm only 30 minutes in. But check it out. I got a part 2 and a part 3 because I got another individual that I was at Donovan with. He just got in contact with me, and he got caught on Potty Watch. He's a Damu from Skyline. I'm gonna have him on here in a week or two. I gotta prep him. I got too many videos coming out right now, but I'm gonna schedule him for a week or two out. He was caught on Potty Watch. With I'll let him tell you what it was. He got another 4 years added to his sentence, and I'm gonna have him on here. If you haven't already, hit that like, that subscribe, and that damn notification button. Please share these videos. Do it now. Thank you for watching Prison Yard TV. You'll see me tomorrow on a whole nother video. I'm going to show you guys how to make a prison burrito out of chips, out of meat logs, and out of pork rinds, and a soup without no tortilla. Again, thank you for tuning in to Prison Yard TV. Appreciate it. Chuck, I see you, man. Yes, I have been to Chino. Chuck. It was a terrible experience. I wasn't on the main line. We did a layover there going to Donovan. And let me tell you, Chuck, Chino is the most dirty prison. They had roaches this big, and they sent me to Pall Mall because I was on a layover. And they sent me to Pall Mall, and our bus didn't leave. We was there for 6 days. I had nothing. And the roaches were this big flying around in Chino, bro. It was the nastiest experience. You know, when you're in transfer, you know about that. Yeah, I was in Chino, I think, for 5 or 6 days on a layover in Pall Mall Hall, the whole. And it's ugly. Ooh, that prison is old and raggedy and it's ugly as fuck. It reminds me of Vacaville Tracy. They're kind of built the same, I think. Maybe not. I know Vacaville, Tracy, Soledad are all the same layout. But Chino kind of reminded me of that. Maybe it ain't the same layout. They have it's dirty. They have rats and big ass flying roaches in Chino. But yeah, I've been to Chino, Chuck. That's my brother-in-law talking to me on here. All right, like I said, subscribe, hit that like. Everything that you guys donate, I appreciate it. It's going straight back to the channel. My Cash App and my Venmo's down there. We're not putting no money in our pockets until we get monetized. We're just putting it back into the channel, new equipment. 2007, I was in Madrone. Huge rats will go in my cell. 2017. Chuck G. Madrone. I was in Madrone. Huge rats will go in my cell. Madrone, that's in Chino, right? That's a hall in Chino. Yeah. I was in Madrone. Huge rats will go. Yeah, I'm talking about the same shit. Flying roaches too, right, Chuck G? I know. Like I said, if you guys want to donate, I'm not asking for donations, but it'll go straight to the channel. Everything that's donated goes straight to the channel. Cash App, Venmo's at the bottom. We'll be monetizing about, right across from Sycamore. I know exactly where you was. I was down in Pall Mall on the west side. Everything was dirty there, bro. Let me see. I gotta answer these messages. Who is this? Tech Blast. Who the fuck is Tech Blast? You been to Potty Watch, Chuck? You been on Potty Watch, man? I see you must be from San Diego, huh? It says San Diego on your thing, man. I don't see your picture, though. I thought you was my friend, Chuck. That ain't my brother-in-law. This is someone totally different. Chuck, I'm talking about never been to prison. My partner. I was trying to make this segment less than 30 minutes, but it went over. It's 35 minutes already. Like I said, push that subscribe button if you already haven't subscribed. Share this video, and most definitely hit that bell so you'll be notified when my next video is coming out. I'm scheduling them ahead of time. I got a special guest. Jason Big Cisco Broadway. Anyone from Sacramento knows the name. He's my good friend. I've been knowing him all his life. He just got out of the federal penitentiary less than 6 months ago. He just did 15 years, and he made a new law in the federal books. It's United States versus Jason Broadway. And I'm going to have him on here. He's changed his life. I'm going to schedule him for Monday. I'm going to put his picture up. If you guys want to stay tuned until Monday. He's a special exclusive guest. He's my friend, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his books, a little bit about his life now. His life changed. He made it in federal prison. He still had, I think, 4 years left, but he got out early because his attorney, they passed a law in his name, the Jason Broadway law. Check it out. He's home now. He's not in Sacramento, California. He's in Denver, Colorado. We're trying to get him back to Sacramento, but he needs to get off of paperwork. So stay tuned Monday. Big Cisco will be on here, Jason Broadway. I know a lot of people don't know he's home, but I'm notifying you now. Big Cisco is home. He's changed his life. He ain't with the bullshit. Stay tuned till Monday. I appreciate you guys. Share these videos and see you guys tomorrow.